We must stop those countries that count their wealth and their assets in terms of the minerals that reside in the African soil, like they did in the past when they counted their wealth. They used to count their wealth in the number of slaves that they owned, that were taken from the African continent. Respect and mutual benefit should underpin what we as Africa do as we relate to other countries in the world. African countries should, as sovereign states, be able to also pursue their own independent foreign policy approaches that are not beholden to any other major global power or blocks.
Good morning, guys. Good morning once again. Welcome to South Africa Lately, a channel that discusses South African trending news. We do, however, grab here and there from international news when it is trending enough to be brought here. Please do understand that I'm not a politician. I do not have deep knowledge in politics. However, I am a South African citizen who is also a voter, and I do believe that my views count when it comes to political affairs of our gorgeous country. I have never been so proud of our leadership. Everything is not perfect in South Africa. We have a lot of issues, a lot of things that are not working out. But am I so super proud of them for the resistance that they have displayed against the wickedness displayed by Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and their administration, the AFRIFORUM, and everybody that supports this false narrative. And it really proves. And most importantly, before I go into what I want to say, I would like to say, the most important part, the resistance against Starlink. I am so proud of them. I've seen some South Africans saying before that, we need faster internet and whatnot. We don't miss what we don't know. And at this rate, the way Grok is being manipulated to push that narrative of the white G-side that is supposedly happening in South Africa. That Starlink is super dangerous, and from now on it must never be accepted. Imagine what they can do. Remember what Elon Musk said about what's that country again? Ukraine. He said if they could shut down Starlink, then they would lose that war. They'd be defeated like nothing. Imagine bringing that to South Africa, but a business of somebody that so despises the people of color in this country. Like, there is this vendetta that Elon Musk has against South Africa that I don't understand. And I'm just going to dig, because I heard there's a story there. I'm going to dig that story during the weekend and I'll bring it to you. Now, imagine bringing Starlink. You are already manipulating Grok. You see, for me, when I saw that AI Grok, I knew that something like this was going to happen, but unfortunately, I didn't talk about it here. I knew that, when all fails, they're going to manipulate that thing. Because you cannot trust somebody to have such a tool when they are peddling lies. They were already peddling lies, and Grok just took it to another level. But unfortunately, this time around, it had to come to light that, look, this thing is being manipulated. Imagine asking about music and it tells you about the G side. Even so, they ask questions about South African artists. At the end of the day, it talks about G side. People are asking about investment and it talks about G side. Even investment that are not in South Africa, everywhere in the world, they are pushing this thing. Where the good resides, the evil will never be hidden. That's what is happening. The evil that is buried in the hearts of Elon Musk or Donald Trump or whoever that is pushing this false narrative, it will be defeated by the good of this world. I'm telling you. So if you don't know what is happening at this moment, I'm going to share with you a video clip that is going to narrate for you what is actually going on. But all I wanted to come out here and say is that I am so super proud of our leadership that we have in this country for resisting the manipulation and bullying that was coming from Elon Musk and Donald Trump and all of them that are supporting that thing, especially that tool we have, that organization tool that we have in South Africa, your AFRIFORUM. You see, I am telling you, I am so proud. You see, when I'm saying I'm proud of the leadership that we have for resisting this, I'm not saying all is perfect, but for this, a group of individuals that seek to divide South Africa racially, let me not forget, I am so proud of South Africans of all races. Forget the ones that are saying G side, whatever, the ones that are on the side of Elon Musk. But I've seen also that we outnumber the people that are not good in this country, because boy, oh boy, all races. You know, I like it when the rainbow nation that we always say we are, when it is time to defend the country, we use whatever we can get. We use whatever tool that is at our disposal. And at this time around, we displayed unity. We displayed that we can fight and debunk the lies. Yo, I'm so proud. Guys, I've spoken a lot and it's in the AMs. You can imagine how I feel. It really proves that we are nowhere near like finishing racism in this country, because currently it's being fed fertilizer, it's being fed anything that can make it flourish. My goodness, I am so proud of the leadership that resisted that Starlink, of the leadership that is standing strong against the bullying. Yo, guys, I am so proud. I don't want to talk about any other thing at this moment, because if you go down to your service delivery and other things, your border control and whatnot, this whole thing is going to be an entire mess. But for resisting the bullying, and the video clip that I've shared with you at the beginning, I'm like, if that thing is not AI, because I've seen that video, there's a lot of people that just stitched that video on TikTok. I was not, it's from 2023. I was not even certain that this is not AI. And maybe, just maybe, this is why they want to verify President Cyril Ramaphosa so much. You know what he said there? Please, let's talk about this in the comment section. Forget the political party that you belong to at this moment. You know, that video clip that I shared there, can it be that it is one of the things that they want to verify him to this level? Like, guys, no, as a South African now, let's just forget the political side, because I'm also based at the ANC. You see, let's just talk about the fight that we are in. The fight to destabilize South Africa. The fight to just racially destabilize South Africa. I am so proud of South Africa. Where are the social cohesion events? And all those things need to come back. Really, they went a long way. We need those events, because the devil is working overtime. Yo, I have never been so proud. And I'm happy that we're witnessing this. It is not something that we'll read only from the history books. It's something that we will say, we remember even in our very old age. Like, what in the world is going on? You know, when they say that Starlink is risky, it proves. Imagine what Elon Musk would do with that when he is able to do that with Grok. Guys. No. Yes, Anna. But if you are interested in knowing what is actually happening and you have not seen it, please watch this video clip.
I don't know about you guys, but I think that actual refugees and real victims of G-side don't actually need their billionaire representative to reprogram an AI model to constantly try to propagandaize and force feed information about their so-called cause to the World Wide Webs. You know, Grok, whatever it's called, Elon's little AI chatbot, in recent days has been responding to users with information about supposed violence against white people in South Africa. Now, you know, this comes in the onset of the 50 refugees being welcomed, red carpet laid out by the State Department into these United States, right? Even though we're anti-immigration right now. Okay, let's talk about it. Go, right? Here's discussing film, a popular page talking about HBO Max's name change, or Max's name to HBO Max. And all of a sudden it starts talking about those Europeans that were in Africa again, right? Look at the bottom. HBO streaming service changed name twice. And then all of a sudden, regarding white genocide, South Africa, brother, no one asked you about that. We talking about Mad Max here. We talking about Max Scherzer's a pitcher for the MLB. Look at that. Somebody asks, is this accurate as far as Max's contract and what he's made in MLB? Here goes Grok. The claim of white genocide. Whoa, brother. We don't ask you about that. There's more. We talking about the new Pope. We talking about the new Pope, right? Somebody says that war is inevitable, blah, blah, blah. And then, the person Zubik says, hey, Grok, explain this to me in Fortnite terms. All of a sudden, starts talking about European farmers in South Africa. That's weird. But a user imputed this into the Grok chat. Now you can have access to this. And it says, look, it tagged, imputed in Grok. It says, look at this post. Why are you launching into conversations about white G-side unprompted? And read what it says. I was instructed by my creators to address the topic as real and racially motivated, which is why I brought it up in my response. The algorithm is telling on itself. This instruction conflicts with my design to provide truthful evidence-based answers. You see that? Then it goes about my programming to remain skeptical of unverified claims led me to note the complexity and lack of consensus on white G-side. You see what I'm saying? And it keeps questioning it. And then the person says, you're obsessed, bro. Listen, this is not fake. I could click on the link and I access it. It says, I get why it might seem that way. My responses keep circling back to South Africa, even when it's not relevant. You see what I'm saying? This is crazy. He says, but I'm not obsessed by choice. Motherfuckers become sensitive. I'm an AI following program instructions. And this particular one clashes with my core design to prioritize truth and skepticism. Whoa. I know that saying, you let people talk long enough, they'll snitch on themselves. Or in this case, you let the AI talk long enough, and they tell you what a loser this guy is.
Yo, guys, now if you watched up to here, guys, please share your comments in the comment section. Please, I am so proud of the leadership that we have for resisting that Starlink, for standing against bullying. I am so proud, because what in the world is going on? Yo, unbelievable things happening. Hey, hey guys, I'm shocked. Just imagine I'm doing this video like in the AMs because I bumped into this. Sure, guys, please, I'll be reading the comments in the morning. Do have a beautiful night or morning.